Hey guys, it's Carson Miller Tech here, back with another video. And today in this video, I'm going to be showing you everything that you need to know about becoming a drone pilot or beginner in flying a DJI drone. This applies to any DJI drones and probably applies to many other brands of drones also, but in my video, I'm going to be flying a DJI Phantom 3 standard. So yeah, let's get into the video. So the first thing that you're obviously going to want to know how to do first is turning on the drone and the controller. The way that I turn on my drone is I turn on the controller first, and we'll start beeping. I set that aside, and then as that's powering on, to turn on the drone, make sure any gimbal guards or protectors are off. And to power it on, you press the button once and then hold it for 2 seconds. And it will power on. Make sure this is on a flat and stable surface. Next, you're gonna wanna go into your phone, whatever phone you're using. I'm using a iPhone 6s currently. And you're going to want to connect to your drone's Wi-Fi. I've changed the name and password already, so mine shows up differently, but for you, it should show up as a default at first, the very first time you fly it. So after that, you're going to want to launch your DJI app, and from here, you'll be able to click on this button here that says camera, and that takes you into your camera view. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is calibrate your drone's compass. In order to do this, you're going to want to click on the Ready to Go GPS, and click on Calibrate. To start the calibration, you click OK, and on the screen it will show you what to do. But right now I'm going to show you how to calibrate your drone. In order to do this, you gotta lift up your drone, go in a 360, and then after on your screen it's changed, you turn your drone sideways like this, and you spin it another 360. After that, you set your drone back down, and compass calibration is complete. The next thing that I personally like to do is to calibrate the gimbal, and to do that, you click up here to the 3 dots, and you go to where there's a line with a camera. Click on that, and you click on Gimbal Auto Calibration. Okay. You don't have to do this step, but in my opinion, I always do it after calibrating the compass because it just helps. It's not fully done yet. Some may think that it's done, but you have to give it about 30 seconds in order to complete. So as you can see right now, it's calibrating, and it will come up and it says gimbal calibrated. The final thing before taking off with your drone for the very first time is to make sure your drone is in beginner mode. This is like completely up to you if you actually want to do this, but for me this really helped for the very first time that I flew my drone because to learn the controls it takes a little bit of time to learn. So to turn on beginner mode and to make sure you're in beginner mode, click on the 3 dots once again, go up here to where the drone icon is, and you want to scroll down to where it says beginner mode. This is typically turned on when you first turn on the drone and fly it for the very first time. So if you're not getting long distance and you're like, what is happening? The reason why is this mode right here is probably still on. Also, if you're wanting to get a higher flight altitude, you'll want to change this right here to 500. You'll also want to make sure your return to home altitude is at a good distance high up so then it won't hit anything. So in my case, I'm not going to put it into beginner mode because I've already went through that, but if you are a beginner, you're going to want to make sure it is in this mode to help you. So now it's time to fly your drone for the very first time. One more thing before you take off, make sure that your controller, this switch right here, needs to be up. Make sure it's up, not in the center, because that goes to manual attitude mode. So make sure you're up, and as you'll see, it will show GPS, and you're going to want to make sure that you've got 7 or more satellites available. So now for your very first flight, You can take off in two different ways. You can either click up here with the takeoff icon and it will hover up at about 4 feet, or you can pull the sticks into the center or out to the sides. This is the emergency shut off and turn on the propellers. Like this you don't want to do while you're flying up in the sky, because if you do that, your drone will come hurtling down to the ground. So now that I've told you all that, I'm just going to take off with this way, even though I usually take off by going to the center. I'm going to take off this way so then you guys can see this yourself. So you click this button and you swipe to take off. As you guys can see, it's just hovering up in place right now. You shouldn't have to worry about it moving around, as it should just stay in place. So the default controls for the controller is the left stick controls the up and down and turning left and turning right of the drone. And the right stick controls forwards, backwards, left, and right. To go up, you obviously just push the stick up, make sure nothing's above you, and the drone will start to take off. As you can see right here on the controller on your phone, this right here is your height, and this is the distance from your controller. So I'm at an altitude of about 150 feet right now, about 160 now. And if I go forward, you can see that the distance from the controller goes up also. So to take your very first shot, as in a picture or a video, you're gonna wanna make sure you're in the mode that you want. Typically when you turn on the app, it's in picture mode, which looks like this. And if you want to shoot video, click that little button right there and you'll see video. So in order to take a video for your very first time, you're going to want to click this little red button right here and it will begin recording. Pretty self-explanatory, and you can get your drone shot. In my case, some cows. As you can see, they're very interesting. So when you want to end the recording, you click the red stop button. Pretty self-explanatory. And now you've taken your very first shot. You can find this shot in this here that has your recordings. It shows it right here. Or if you just open the app, you can click on this right here that's called Editor, which shows all of your recordings. So now that I've showed you guys how to do that, now it's time to move on to a little bit more advanced camera technique, which is using this knob right here. What this knob does is it aims up your camera by pushing up and aims down your camera by pulling down. You can move your camera while moving around, look down at a subject, or if you're wanting a really cool cinematic look, then you can go and while you're flying forwards, push up on the little knob and it aims up. And that's pretty much it in flying a DJI drone. It's really easy. If you want to get into more advanced modes, you can move this knob over here all the way down. That brings up an option on your app to do all of these different things: point of interest, waypoints, follow me mode, home lock, course lock, and you can also from this screen get to your beginner mode. That's new, but if you'd like to do that, you can also do that. So now it's time to get your drone back home. You can do this one of two ways. You can either manually fly your drone back, or you can click this button right here, which is return to home. To return to home, you slide. You won't want to do this if you didn't set your return to home height. If you didn't set a good return to home height, then you have a risk of going and hitting things above you, such as a power line like right there. But in my case, I sat the return to home altitude really high up, so it will come back to home, and on your controller it will start beeping and your phone will show that it's returning to home. Makes it super simple to land, and if you'd like to cancel this, you can click the X, cancel it, you can cancel that, and then yeah, then you can land it. Another way is if you manually brought it back home, you can go and click on this auto land, or you can do the going down manually. Do not move the sticks to the center. That is not what you want to do, because that will shut off your drone. But you can go and click this auto land right here and land. As you can see, it's landing, and it will automatically land and hover over just a little bit and land. And there you go. You've now just landed your drone. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm sorry it was shot, like, it seems like it shot it pretty quickly, and well, truth is I kind of did, because I've got quite a bit of homework that I need to do, so I'm gonna get to doing my homework. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want more videos about my drone or more videos like this, comment down below, and make sure to like this video if you liked it, or dislike it if you didn't, losers. But yeah, so anyways guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Peace. Also, if you guys were wondering, this entire video was shot on an iPhone 7 Plus, so if the video looks horrible, then that's why, or if it looks good, then that's why also. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Now, peace.